All right, guys, well, welcome back to Sewell Motor Coach here in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. Even though I did just knock out an inspection on this 2019 Mountain Air and this 2021 New Air, surprisingly, that's not why Doug brought me here. And yes, maybe while I was here, I was able to do an inspection for a customer that's buying this 2008 Allegro bus. Even though I rarely need an excuse to get on the plane there in Phoenix, Arizona and fly all the way to beautiful Kentucky, especially because summer's not quite over there in Arizona. I didn't come here to do inspections this time. A little over a month ago, I was back here in August and I did an inspection and a video on a beautiful country coach. It was purchased and it's gone through the entire process of getting ready, and the new owner that lives in Arizona asked that I do the last little leg of the trip to do a shakedown cruise of it and test out the chassis. Now, well, I wish I could say it was a beautiful country coach Prevost bus conversion that Skill Billy just finished painting up. What I'm going to be taking on a test drive all the way back to Phoenix is nearly as good. There's that beautiful Chariot for my ride back to Arizona. Like I said, nearly as good as that Prevost bus. All right, Doug, how's your ride?
Besides the Prevost, might be the best riding and driving motorhome I've ever been in.
I think I just said something like that.
I say that in literally like almost every country coach and older Monaco coach that I drive. They're just awesome.
There's something about a Magna of this era, right?
It drives unlike it feels like a rail car, like a locomotive. And I've actually driven a lot. I know that sounds crazy, but I've driven a locomotive. It drives that straight. I mean, it's just solid.
All right, well, you got any advice for me?
Yeah, keep it between the lines.
Keep it between the lines. That's always good advice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drive this back to Arizona. And then I'm going to make sure I make a list of everything that's wrong with it.
Well, we already have your list, and hopefully we fixed it.
All right.
I hope.
That's always what I hope for.
That's what we hope. That's what we want.
We'll have no problems on the road, and I'm just going to do a walkthrough and delivery for the new owners.
Let's do it. All
right. Thank you, Doug. So I get to move out of a 2019 beautiful Mountain Air from Newmar, which is beautiful cherry wood. I always like cherry wood. Goodbye, home. And move into a top-of-the-line luxury 2004 Country Coach Magna, which may not have cherry wood, but that is bamboo on the floor. And I think we're going to call that walnut. You guys have to tell me if I'm wrong. Sure seems like walnut to me, because that's what I tell people. This should be a really fun adventure. I don't get to travel in such a luxury all the time. I guess we all know that's kind of a lie. If you watch this channel enough, it might be more fair to say I don't normally get to drive from Kentucky back to Arizona westernly in a luxury coach. It's usually the other way. But this Magna sure is beautiful. One little thing to do. Check and make sure all these are not going to open up on me. Pocket doors. I lock down. Make sure all the windows are locked so they don't slide forward. All right. And I don't have the ceiling lights on this time like I normally do. We'll get rid of the noisemaker here. That's nice. I like that. Put that right there. And all right, shower door is secured. Everybody saw that. All right, we got a whole caravan going of country coaches. Okay, I got my destination program for Tucson, Arizona, and I'm gonna hope that I have no problems on the way. But if we do, that's why I'm driving it, cruise and test it out to make sure that everybody's gonna be happy with it. If not, I'll just tell Doug he needs to come get it. Got that beautiful backup camera, the steering wheel in place. Here we go. Goodbye, Sewell Motor Coach here in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. What a wonderful place to visit. The weather wasn't too bad either. Now I suspect, because I'm driving in the middle of September, I'm gonna just see a lot of leaves changing colors and have one of the best drives of the year. In fact, I think you can see the leaves are changing already. There's my opening. Goodbye, Doug Sewell and the whole gang there at Sewell Motor Coach. Guys, welcome to the old Pueblo of southern Arizona. Alright, so I just drove this 2003 Magna from eastern Kentucky all the way to southern Arizona, and it was a total distance of just under 1,900 miles. This is powered by a Cat C12 in the back. Just like my motorhome, I had no problems with it whatsoever. Pulled every mountain I need to pull, no hesitation, no overheating. Dash AC was ice cold. Well, I won't call it ice cold. It was still hot outside, but it was blowing cold the entire time out there. And I learned something else on this, even though I made a video about this coach telling you how beautiful it was. And I don't think I gave anybody any bad information, but driving this across the country, I can tell you this cab area lacks one very important thing. I love this movable tray, but the cup holder right there does not hold cups, and this cup holder down there is a joke. So I had to drive 1,900 miles with my cup in my lap. Not that I spilt that ever. I might have. So my first recommendation to the new owner would be to invest in a cup holder that makes sense. Though I really do like this feature right there. That was pretty fun. Now, other thing I did learn was not only does this have a dash AC on it and the two roof ACs, but this Country Coach Magna was equipped with what I would call bus air. So back here underneath the bed is an AC blower And you have the button right here for the bedroom fan. You have a switch right there that for high and low speed. And this has dash AC driven by the engine, blowing cold air back here in the back area. I understand Country Coach did add that to a few coaches. I just didn't realize that this Magna had that. That's a pretty nice feature to have. That means you don't have to run the roof AC with the generator driving down the road. Would I say it kept the entire area 76 degrees driving down the road with the heat? No, but I do have the shades closed to make sure I don't have a lot of heat gain on it. And even without the dash AC running in this Arizona heat, because it is hot, I'm not sweating. So I think that's a pretty nice feature that Country Coach added. Now I'm just a few miles away from the new owner of this 2003 Magna. I'm not sure if they want to be filmed or not, but I just figured I'd give you guys the rough numbers. We went 1,870 miles and I got about 7 miles per gallon for the entire length of it. I didn't really run the generator that much, and besides a few minor technicalities, it was a problem-free drive all the way across the country. That's a pretty substantial drive. Not many people take it on a drive that often. So I'll give you guys one final look at it as it is before I get it to its new owner. I'm not promising I'm going to drive everybody's RV across the country to do a shakedown inspection of it, but I could probably be talked into a few more of these. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to get this to the new owner right now. This was a fun experience. Thanks to Doug and his entire crew there back at Sewell Motor Coach there in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. I didn't have to do any repairs on it, just drive it and inspect it. It's not a service I normally offer to people, but not too far away from my shop. My shop's probably only an hour up the road on the backside of Tucson here. Now, I love those beautiful mountains here, just on the eastern side of Tucson. But for everybody that might be wondering, how am I getting home? Look at my work truck back there. I got my son who followed me all the way from my shop, and he's gonna be my taxi ride home. Thanks, guys. So no drop off at the airport with this vacation. With this visit.
Oh, you on vacation?
No, never. I'm always.
James, I think you're on vacation.
You know, I was up until 11 o'clock last night writing up the inspections on those other two coaches. So
Homework.
Homework, yeah.